One of the most defining changes in the video game history is the rise of microtransactions, where in-game items are bought with real money. While most don't enhance skill or experience and are often just cosmetic changes, they often have a profound impact on someone's real-world social credit and credit score. YouTube what's good, See You Later Gaming here, bringing you a brand new episode of Top 5. And in this episode we're going to take a look at some of the most expensive in-game items of all time. Starting off with number 5, Gold Magnate, EVE Online, $33,500. In January 2020, YouTuber Scott Manley made headlines for dropping $33,500 on a Gold Magnate in EVE Online, making it the most expensive ship ever sold in the game. The Gold Magnate is a special edition frigate, typically obtained by the first place prize for the Armar Championship. Held in late 2003 and early 2016, during the course of these two tournaments, 5 ships were distributed to the lucky winners. And as of the time of Scott's purchase, only 2 are still known to exist. As such, when the opportunity rolled around on the 23rd of January 2020, due to Keylon Darklight offering up his Gold Magnate for auction, stating that the proceeds would go to the Plex for Good campaign benefiting the fight against Australian bushfires. It was at this moment that Scott came in and scooped it up for 1,001,001 Plex. Whilst other users such as Maxine Antilles rejected similar offers and ended up destroying their ships as a send-off to quitting EVE in June 2017, claiming that it's only pixel after all, nothing real. Whilst it's a massive purchase, it's not a bad tax write-off, and for a good cause no less. Next up at number 4, Ethereal Flames Pink War Dog, Dota 2, $38,000. In case you've never played Valve's Dota 2 before, each player is granted a courier unit that transports items from the shop to the player in the heat of battle, and passively gains income. And whilst the default is a donkey, new ones can be unlocked or purchased through the Steam Marketplace. And whilst not that exciting given that they spend a majority of time off screen, collecting and displaying said couriers is something of a prestige, with the Ethereal Flame Pink Wardog courier being one of the most prestigious in the game. The Ethereal Flame Pink Wardog courier is so coveted because of its rarity. It's a legacy courier with a sought after effect, and it's pink. Pink is rare because it's not one of the 10 set colours Valve created, soon after it found a bug associated with black couriers. So when ex-professional player Parter was offered $38,000 in an auction, the decision was easy, especially given that his publicly earned prize money only sums up to about half of that at $15,326. Not a bad cash out. At the halfway point with number 3, Amsterdam Second Life, $50,000. Second Life is one of the original Metaverse creations. Released in June 2003 and marketed as a free 3D virtual world, users can create, connect, and chat with others from all around the world. Aside from the obvious role-playing tasks, questing, or playing games within the game, you can also decide to create your own city by buying or renting land for a monthly cost. Once you've obtained the land, you're free to do with it as you please, including placing buildings. One such user by the name of Kevin Alderman, known online as Stroker Serpentine, decided to take it upon himself to build a detailed reimagining of the Dutch capital, Amsterdam. The world comes complete with moving trams, canals, bridges, and architecture, including some of the more adventurous buildings. And in 2007, an interested party by the online profile of NedSteed2769 picked up the land via an eBay sale for $50,000, with the aim of spicing things up and leaning into the locale. I'll leave it up to you if you want to find out more. At number 2, M4A4 Howl, Counter-Strike Global Offensive, $100,000. It's no secret that some CSGO skins are literally worth their pixels in gold, and whilst there are a range of contributing factors to this price, such as rarity and quality, none come close to the insane price one Chinese collector paid for this StatTrak M4A4 Howl with 4 iBuyPower Katowice 2014 stickers. According to prominent CSGO economist OniPixel on Twitter, the Chinese collector in question forked out over $100,000 in cash for this ultra-rare cosmetic in 2020, blowing the previous most expensive CSGO item, Souvenir Orp Dragon Lore, at $19,632.80, out of the water. To put things in perspective, the price of a factory new StatTrak version of the M4A4 Howl, without stickers, is pegged at roughly $12,000 at the moment, which is chump change compared to this version. The reason it's so expensive compared to the base Howl skin is because of the iBuyPower stickers from Katowice 2014, which are rare simply because, back when they came out, the player base was smaller, with fewer people to buy them. Now with the worldwide appeal of CSGO, they've become some of the hottest collector items on the market. If anything, what we can all take away from this $100,000 CSGO skin purchase is, if you have a fairly valuable skin and some fairly valuable stickers, it might be worth hanging on to them, and seeing what you can get a little way down the road, instead of just cashing in right away. And coming in at number 1, Planet Calypso, Entropia Universe, $6 million. Shattering all previous records, Entropia Universe is no stranger to expensive in-game purchases, with other items having fetched hundreds of thousands of dollars. This Swedish sci-fi MMORPG touts itself as a metaverse real cash economy experience, and since its launch, the game's developer Mindark emphasized that it would prioritize capitalism over actual gameplay. The game's blog even goes so far to say that, depending on what part of the world you're in, you can actually make as much or more than a real-time job. In addition to the game's open marketplace that allows for players to redeem the in-game Project Entropia dollar for US dollars at a fixed 10-to-1 exchange rate, has led to some hefty investments into various in-game items. Some of the investments include Treasure Island for $26,500, Crystal Palace Space Station for $330,000, and Club Never Die for $635,000. However, all of these totals combined failed to reach the $6 million price tag of Planet Calypso. Planet Calypso was the first major piece of content added to the game, and was seen as the centerpiece to Entropia's universe. Having attracted over 950,000 registered accounts from over 200 countries, fellow developers, C Virtual Worlds, took it upon themselves to make the investment in 2011. The studio had plans to turn Planet Calypso into a tribute to Michael Jackson, where players could make donations to his various charities whilst remembering the King of Pop. However, the studio decided to focus their attention to a now cancelled standalone title, Planet Michael, that invested $428 million. Adjusted for inflation, this comes in at around $600 million, around the same budget as another space game, Star Citizen. Have you ever invested money into a game? If so, how much did you spend? Let us know down in the comments below, or give this video a thumbs up if you wish to remain anonymous. And until next time, I'll see you later. Tap the bell icon after subscribing and you'll never miss a video again. And consider checking out my Facebook page as well for daily gaming updates and news. Thanks guys. Ever wondered why some of the best video games remain hidden gems, cherished by few but unknown to many? These are the masterpieces that flew under the radar. Games with incredible stories, innovative gameplay, and unforgettable experiences that just didn't get the sales that they deserved.